Sometimes good things go slow, and I'm no saint. I fall and you pick me.
I normally wake up at 8 a.m. every morning. To ensure I get up instead of hitting snooze, I moved my alarm clock to a shelf across the room, so I must get up to turn off my alarm. I'm more likely to stay up once initially out of bed. I next drink about 12 ounces of water right after rising. Drinking water in the morning rehydrates my body after sleeping for several hours and prevents grogginess during the day. I could refrigerate the water, but since I am prone to forgetting my morning drink, I keep the water on my nightstand as a reminder. Studies on sleep have shown that exposure to daylight, especially in the morning hours, keeps you alert in the day and facilitates sleep in the evening. Since I don't normally go outside until later in the day, I open my blinds in the morning to let in some rays. I like to dress for the day not long after getting up. Since pajamas are for sleep, the mind often subconsciously associates wearing them with comfort and rest, which can negate productivity. Putting on clothes for the day switches my brain from sleep mode to day mode. My next activity is stretching for about 15 to 20 minutes. Stretching is a great practice in the morning. It increases flexibility and blood flow to the muscles, improves posture, reduces stress, tension, and soreness, prevents back pain, and calms the mind. Stretching is especially important when I will be engaging in intense physical activity later. After stretching comes my hygiene routine. If you would like to learn more about it, check out my natural hygiene routine linked in the pinned comment below. With my hygiene taken care of, it's time to make my bed. You'll notice I left my bed unmade for a while. The reason for my delay is because we normally sweat while asleep. Making the bed with the fresh moisture can increase dust mites. Ew. But a made bed can be very comforting and motivating psychologically because it reduces visual clutter, creates a sense of accomplishment early in the day, and helps me sleep better in the evening. So I compromise by waiting roughly half an hour to an hour before making my bed. I normally have a piece of fruit, protein bar, or shake as a morning snack. I like getting some work done before breakfast, but nutrition studies recommend eating within 2 hours of waking. Eating within 2 hours boosts metabolism and staves off overeating later in the day, so I like to have a snack before breakfast. While snacking, I make my to-do list for the day. Since I am working for myself in my YouTubing endeavors, self-discipline and planning are of utmost importance. My planning helps me keep up with my video uploads and other responsibilities in my life. Getting some work out of the way in the morning helps me start the day off on a high note. Since most of my work is on the computer, I could easily be sitting for hours a day, which is very unhealthy. Instead of buying an expensive standing desk, I made an extension to my regular desk using a simple wooden crate. These crates are available in most markets and craft shops. By turning the crate upside down, I can set my computer on it and stand up with ease. This is a very simple and customizable DIY. First, I removed the sales sticker. If the sticker has trouble coming off or keeps tearing, a great hack is to blast it with a blow dryer. It heats the glue and makes removal easier. The most necessary alteration to the crate was adding buffers to the top edges, which will become the bottom when turned upside down. I used hot glue to create the buffers. Store-bought foam tabs are also an option. These buffers reduce sliding and prevent scraping on the surface of my desk. The crate may need sandpapering if the wood is rough or splintered. The crate could be left plain or customized. I hot glued a few seashells, beads, and yarn onto 2 opposite top corners to give mine a nautical look. I also added some strips of washi tape to the front and back sides to add color. Paint, stain, finishes, paper, beads, anything could be used on a plain crate like this. So if you want to design a desk extension for your home, you can decorate it any way you please. Just make sure to leave the areas for your computer and hands clear and functional. Blue light from a computer can strain my eyes after only a short time. There are two solutions for this. The first is to visit my computer settings and turn my display to a yellow light setting instead of blue light. The second option is wearing blue light reducing glasses, which do just what their name implies. These work wonders and have reduced my eye strain since I started using them. But just a heads up, if you use these glasses, they can blur your off-screen environment, so take them off when done staring at screens. I know from experience they make offline functioning difficult. I also love listening to music while working. Music without lyrics are most conducive to focus because these types normally don't distract the brain. If you aren't into these music genres or like having lyrics, another solution is to listen to your favorite genre in a language you don't understand. This way, it's more difficult for the lyrics to interfere with your train of thought. I enjoy listening to songs in Simlish. Yep, that made-up language from the Sims games is my go-to music when I need to focus and still want music with lyrics. Simlish songs come in most popular genres and actually sound pretty cool. After some work, it's breakfast time. Eating protein and fiber together is a great way of staying full longer. A veggie omelet is my go-to recipe that incorporates both fiber and protein. A delicious end to my morning. Thanks for watching! I hope you enjoyed my morning routine and found these hacks helpful. And until next video, strive to become nothing less than your best.